PE. To enjoy satisfying life, you need to maintain a healthy lifestyle, not only in food, but also activities that can develop endurance. What particular activities can you do? A. Practice yoga. B. Brisk walking and jogging. C. Fast running. D. Regular exercise. B. Brisk walking and jogging. Cardiovascular endurance is necessary for you to become a sprinter. Which activity promotes the development of the component? 3 to 5K run regularly. Cardiovascular fitness, body composition, flexibility, muscular strength, and endurance are the specific tests for one component of physical fitness. What component is being described? Health. Health related component. So, the skill related component includes all the aspects of fitness, which form the basis for achievable activity participation and successful sport competition. Next, a skill related component that assures stability and maintenance of an upright posture while still or moving and doing some routine activities. Balance. Agility is the ability of the body to change direction quickly, and power is the ability to transfer energy into force at a fast rate. And finally, reaction time is the amount of time it takes to get moving. Plyometric training requires quick movement from one marker to another. What physical components of a football player can be enhancing with this movement? Agility. In an organization, which of the following is involved in the recruiting, subdividing, grouping, and coordinating the development of the various kinds of human resource? Staffing. Because coordinating means unifying or putting together of people and materials. Organizing naman ay monitoring performance and undertaking corrective action to ensure attainment of goal and objective. Controlling naman is identifying, subdividing, grouping, and coordinating various activities required. So staffing is the best answer here. Next, it is based on the universal principle, sports for all, wherein the DepEd professionalize sports management in every school. Which sport management features physical activities such as sports, dance contests, cheering squad, and Mr. and Miss within the school only? Intramural. So because inter-district, inter-school, and division meet are different athletic meet represented by potential skilled and talented players compete against other schools. So within the school ang tanong, intramurals ang sagot. 8. In sports elimination, if a team loses once, it is eliminated and only the winning team will advance to the next game. What kind of sport elimination is being described? Single elimination. So this is the answer. On the other hand, the other answers are single round robin. Ang single round robin is a type of tournament wherein every team has the chance to play to all other teams. And double elimination is a team loses twice. If the team loses twice, it will be eliminated. Okay. Next, in the double round robin type of tournament, what is the formula if the number of teams is 7 and the number of games is 12? So it's gonna be n parenthesis n minus 1 close parenthesis. N minus 1 ay formula for single elimination. Ang n minus 1 times 2 naman is for double elimination. Again, formula for single elimination, n minus 1. Formula for double elimination, lagyan mo lang times 2. And ang n, open parenthesis, negative n, 1, o close parenthesis 2. Ito naman ang formula ng single round robin. So it's a little bit complicated. Basta remember, a double round robin is only n, open parenthesis n, minus 1, close parenthesis. 10. In basketball, a foul is committed against the player who is able to make a goal in spite of the foul. Does the shot count? Yes, a free throw is awarded. So, the foul is committed against the player who is able to make a goal. Okay, so hindi siya yung nag-foul, kundi siya yung receiver ng foul. So, he is rewarded a free throw. 11. It is 3 seconds time. Team A is behind with 2 points with ball possession. Player of Team A who is about to inbound the ball saw a teammate near the opponent's basket, free and alone. In order that the receiver be able to shoot the ball within the remaining time, what is the pass to be executed? Overhead pass. 12. Stepping into the pass is the most significant factor to stress when executing a pass. What is the most evident action to consider when making follow through on the chest pass? So, palms are facing downward. So, when making follow through on the chest pass, the palms are facing downward. Basketball was first played in Springfield, Massachusetts in 1891. Who created the game? James Naismith. Okay, please remember the people. Abner Doubleday. So Doubleday, let's start with the last name. Doubleday invented baseball. Doubleday invented baseball. Morgan created volleyball. And he's also known as Mintonette. Okay, and then who invented basketball? Naismith. Again, baseball, Doubleday. Volleyball, Morgan. Naismith, basketball. So, who is Doubleday? Yes, baseball. Morgan, volleyball. Naismith, basketball. 14. Who is considered as the fastest player in basketball and has the control of the ball and also makes sure the ball gets to the right player at the right time? So it's the point guard. So let me explain the other people in basketball. So there we have the center, power forward, and shooting guard. So the center is the player who uses height and size to score on offense and to protect the basket closed on defense. Ang power forward is the position referred to as the 4 position. It is also known as post position and typically plays offensively and position themselves defensively under the basket zone defense. Power forwards are noted for their mid-range jump shot. And last is the shooting guard. Shooting guard is also called the playmaker or the ball handler. Is one of the standard positions in a regulation basketball game. Sorry, that was point guard, not shooting guard. Shooting guard is also called the playmaker or the ball handler. And finally, the shooting guard is either to defend or score and also known as the to or off guard. Player of the position is often shorter, leaner, and quicker. Volleyball was first played in Tokyo Olympics in 1964. It was created by William G. Morgan and named it Mintonette in 1895. Who introduced volleyball in the Philippines in 1910? So see, Brown. Brown introduced volleyball. His full name is Elwood S. Brown. Again, who introduced volleyball in the Philippines in 1910? Elwood S. Brown. Where was volleyball first played? In Tokyo Olympics. When? In 1964. Who created volleyball? Morgan. One important skill in volleyball is service. How do you call a serve wherein the ball is held at the left hand and straightforward swing with the right hand, hitting the ball with an open hand or fist, either facing forward or sideward serve. So the answer is underhand serve. Remember, an underhand serve is the ball is held at the left hand. Okay. The player is hitting a forearm pass or underhand pass and contacts the ball on the thumbs. What will happen? What will probably happen to the ball? The answer is B. The control of the ball will be lost. Lost. Okay. Total fitness is necessary in all players. Designated skill must be done and executed in accordance to rule of the game. What characteristic is most advantageous for the setter? So, ang pinaka-importante ay good vision for the setter. Good vision is very important because you can easily see where the ball is being directed and some adjustments can be made ahead of time. The referee's hand signals in case of faults or situations is final. What is the situation referred to if the referee raises the forearms front and back and twists them around the body? It means change court. Again, it happens when the referee raises the forearms front and back and twists them around the body. Change court. What is the fault committed if the referee raises 8 fingers spread open? Delay in service. Delay in service. Okay, so the referee raises his 8 fingers. It means there is a delay in service. Softball allows full range of movements on the part of the players. It allows every players to develop and achieve camaraderie and team success. Who is the key player and shoulders a big responsibility in winning of the team? It's the pitcher. Pitcher is the key player and has the biggest responsibility in winning the team. Who initiated the game softball in 1889? So it's Hancock. George W. Hancock. One of the most needed equipment in playing softball is a round and not more than 34 inches long and weigh 38 ounces and an implement as of wood used to hit a ball. What is this equipment? It's a bat. So a round is round and not more than 34 inches long. So it's long. So that's your hint. 34 inches long. And wood, that's bat. Next one. Dance is a self-expression and usually executed through varied movements. It also is one of relaying communication. What is the term used when a dance is associated with patterned movement, counting, and measures? Folk dance. It's a term used when a dance is associated with patterned movements, countings, and measures. Other dances are modern dance. It is preoccupied with the new trends of dance nowadays that seems to be enjoyable on the part of the dancers. Cha-cha-cha is an old dance from the descendants of Cuba Mambo. And ballet is a careful teaching disciplined movements and can help to remedy some physical defect like knocked knees. Among the Asian dances, which one is considered as the oldest dance in the world and made a very important part in Indian life? A. Balinese, B. Asobi, C. Bharatanatyam, D. Water sleeve. The answer is Bharatanatyam. Again, Bharatanatyam. One more time, Bharatanatyam. It is the oldest dance in the world and made a very important part in Indian life. The other dances are Balinese. It's a dance with the exquisite gesture of arms and fingers. Asobi, Asobi, is a Japanese dance that means play of the gods. And yes, water sleeve is a dance from China that uses long sleeves as technical and expressive side to dance. 29. Indian classic dance have three components. What represents the dramatic quality of movements and expression? The answer here is Natya. 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 It represents what? The dramatic quality of movements and expressions. 27. It is a quadrille dance for Silay, Negros Occidental, which is executed in linear formation. It's Lanceros de Negros. So a quadrille dance for Silay, Negros Occidental, which is executed in linear formation. Lanceros de Negros. Among the festival dance, which one is a dance depicting a happy and contented life of the people from the province of Bicol? It's Pandango Rinconada. Pandango Rinconada. It depicts a happy and contented life of the people from Bicol. If Jangay is a Tausug dance using extended fingernails, what is the dance imitating the graceful movement of a swift vinta and of the birds and fish? It's Pangalay Hapatong. So it imitates the graceful movement of a swift vinta and of the birds and fish. Pangalay Hapatong. Next one. Philippine folk dances are classified by nature. What nature dance showed imaginary combat or duel? Of course, it's war dance. Identify the dance steps in 3/4 signatures with the given step pattern. Cross, point step, cross, step, rear, step or cross step, front, step, close. Bakui, that's hard. There are basic body movements that could enhance flexibility. What movement does not belong to the group? So it enhances flexibility. So we have A, abduction, B, extension, C, flexion, D, stretching. A, abduction is moving a limb away from the body. B, extension is the movement that strengthen the body segment. C, flexion involves bending of body segments. So it's stretching. Stretching does not belong to the group. Gymnastics is one of the most popular and demanding competitive sports. Tumbling and stunt skills are necessary in creating routines. What stunt is being described? Stand straight, take a few steps, jump upward, raising two arms upward, extend body forward, forming an arch. Answer is arch jump. During the foundation of physical education, gymnastics was given more importance. Who introduced gymnastics and gave more emphasis on game and game skills? It was Thomas Denison Ward. Again, who? Ward. Thomas Denison Ward. He gave gymnastics more importance. He introduced gymnastics and gave more emphasis on game skills. Tumbling is a basic motor skill that needs courage and determination. It covers the mechanics of turning, rolling, twisting, and springing, which does not belong to tumbling skills. A, forward roll, B, backward roll, C, cartwheel, D, head balance. Of course, it's head balance. Next, 36. What is that important part of gymnastic needed to be able to perform on a balance beam and made routine? So part of gymnastic needed so you can perform on a balance beam and make routine. The answer is, of course, balancing. Floor exercises are mostly execution of stunts, tumbling, and balancing. Calisthenics naman is the selection of exercise usually done during warm-up and activities with light equipment. Among the given definition of health below, which one is the definite definition of World Health Organization? B is health is the complete state of physical, mental, social, and emotional well being of the individual, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Because health is wealth is just a well known quotation about health, and health is an important priority of every program, is the mission of every school health program. And health is a state of being healthy is just a self explanation about health. So again, the long one. School health program must be made very effective and visibility of given support in making health education as one of the priority in the program, which component of school health program focuses in helping the students to gain and bring out their knowledge, skills, and health literacy needed. A. School health instruction. B. School nutrition and food service. C. School health promotion. And D. Health services. Answer is school health instruction. Nutritional assessment is very important to every student. There are methods used to check nutritional status. What is the method that involves laboratory test of various liquids and body tissues for urine test, CBC, or hemoglobin test? It's biochemical assessment. Consumers must be aware of their rights in buying products. Which one does not belong to the group? A. Right to safety. B. Right to complain. C. Right to information. And D. Right to create trouble. Of course, it's right to create trouble. Making wise decision about spending money and time is one of the emphasis of consumers' health. Advertisement create attraction to make their products known. What method of advertisement relay a message that a product is effective because the people who use it are knowledgeable, trustworthy, and well known? Trust appeal. A wise consumer have responsibilities that can help in getting a healthier product with the services needed. How do you call that responsibility of becoming more alert on the quality, price, use of goods and services? It's critical awareness. Safety awareness is everyone's concern because accidents happen anytime, anywhere. There are several factors that help prevent accidents. Which one does not belong to the group? A. Knowledge and awareness. B. State of mind. C. Environmental condition. D. Attitude and emotion. Of course, it's attitude and emotion. Knowledge and awareness, one must be aware of the different dangers and accidents that might happen at home. And you must know what to do in times of disaster and injury, so anywhere. State of mind is being alert and ready to whatever circumstances and keeps away from accidents and injury. And lastly, environmental condition is being sensitive on whatever is the source of harm present in the environment. Like now, it's the coronavirus. Next one. Accidents are classified accordingly, and one cause of it is the use of drugs and alcohol that can prohibit good sense and judgment. What classification is being described? Of course, it's vehicular accident. alcohol, vehicular accident, can prohibit your good sense and judgment. 45. Natural calamities brought a lot of changes, severe suffering, and even death. Oftentimes, it is the result of advanced technology or human mistakes. But most tragedies happen when natural calamities start. Which one is not a safety measure when natural calamities occur? A. Don't attempt to go outside, travel, or drive. B. Evacuate the area immediately after an alarm was given by local official or as heard on the radio. C. Use crosswalk and look right and left before crossing. D. Have enough supply of important commodities needed and ready during evacuation. Of course, not a safety measure is to cross, look right and left. It has nothing to do with natural calamities because all of them are in times of typhoon, thunderstorm, and flood. 46. Air pollution endangers human health and produces some negative effects on living matters. Which one is the most dangerous source of air pollution that comes from vehicles and responsible for 60% of all air pollution and 80% in sites containing leads, a very harmful chemical? Exhaust gases. This is the most dangerous source of air pollution that comes from vehicles and responsible for 60% of all air pollution and 80% in cities. So they are exhaust gases. Combustion of coal spells poisonous gases, and some winds is very important to blow it. It can be fatal and it can lead to death. Acid rain naman, caused by sulfur and nitrogen dioxide, combines with the atmosphere moisture and it produces acid rain and fog. And tobacco smoke, of course, it's a major form of pollution in buildings. People everywhere get affected. 47. Among the types of pollution, which one is brought about by the introduction of chemicals, physical or biological materials that affects the quality of the liquid and the organism living in it? Of course, it's water pollution. Concepts about waste management vary in accordance to usage between countries or regions. Which one is not included? So A is waste hierarchy, refers to 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. B, EPR, extended producer responsibility. C, polluters pay principle. And D, waste collection is often provided by local authorities or by private companies in the industry. So this is not included. Waste collection is often provided by local authorities or by private companies in the industries, because everything else refers to management concept. Among the given definition, which one is the environmental health definition as defined by WHO? WHO. It refers to the theory and practices of assessing and controlling factors in the environment that can potentially affect health. Microorganisms are classified accordingly. Which one is not classified as microorganism? A, bacteria, B, mosquito, C, fungi, D, yeast. Okay, bacteria is a single-celled microorganism which exists either on an organism or parasite. Fungi is a no. Mosquito is a two-winged insect which suck blood of animals or human being, and some are transmitting diseases. And fungi is a fungus that feeds on sugar and is used to make bread, rice. The infectious disease process is illustrated in chain and the interaction of the 6 factors in producing disease. Which one represents the 6th link in making a disease? It's a susceptible host. So the process is illustrated in chain. Susceptible host. 52. The infectious process is defined as the interaction between the pathogenic microorganism, the environment, and the host. It is often known as the triad of disease. How can one avoid the presence of diseases? Exercise every day and eat a balanced diet. Enjoy a happy and fabulous lifestyle. Have a regular checkup with your family physician. Be an environmental concern and join worthwhile activities for its improvement. The answer is B. Enjoy a happy and fabulous lifestyle. All the rest of the answers are ways to maintain healthy life. What is the concrete definition of communicable disease? Diseases that can be transmitted from one person to the other. If you happen to see a vehicular accident, what will be the chronological order in things to do in case of emergency? Rescue the victim, check the victim's breathing, control severe bleeding, get help. 55. Burn is classified according to the extent of damage to the skin. What classification is a very serious burn in which the deeper layer of the skin and nerve are damaged? Third degree burn. The first degree burn, only the outer layer of the skin is affected. Second degree, some areas have blisters. And simple burn, it does not have any serious damage or effect on the skin. 56. Do not make the victim vomit if accidentally or intentionally taken acid, gasoline, or thinner. What common emergency can receive that kind of first aid? So, poisoning. Pag poisoning of acid, gasoline, or thinner, do not make the victim vomit. Okay, next. Injuries on bones, joints, and muscles are the result of unplanned action or activities. What is the injury of the bone which does not pierce the skin? Closed fracture. Again, injury of the bone which does not pierce the skin is closed fracture. Emergency cases needs immediate care and treatment. Among the given diseases, which one is not an emergency case? A. Heart attack. B. Appendicitis. C. Cancer. D. Convulsion. So cancer, because it is a disease with long time treatment and cure. Knowledge on transferring a victim of accident is important because it helps in keeping and moving a victim into a safer location and condition. One way of transferring is one man carry, wherein the lifting and carrying is done by one person only. What kind of carry is being done if the victim is unconscious and a crawl position is undertaken to pull the victim? So it's fireman drag. One day you are having PE class in the gym and suddenly you heard a long alarm because of earthquake. What is the first move you will instruct your students? Duck to a safe place and cover the head. All medicines are drugs, but not all drugs are medicine. What drugs increase the activity of the brain and other parts of the nervous system and also known as uppers? Stimulants drug. So, depressants are slow down body function. Hallucinogen drugs create changes in person's thinking and mental capability, while prohibited drugs are dangerous. So, next is a drug with medical use and prescribed by physician, especially in the treatment of depression and narcolepsy. It's amphetamine. Amphetamine. Again, what is amphetamine? It is used to treat depression and narcolepsy. What is it? Amphetamine. The government policy about drug is to uphold the integrity and well-being of the people and fight against dangerous drugs. What is the governing body enacted in 2002 to fight and control drug abuse and misuse, otherwise known as Comprehensive Dangerous Drug Act of 2002, RA 9165. This game was played in China and became well known in India as Puna and Battledore in England. What sport is it? Badminton. What is the official measurement of the badminton court for doubles? So it's 44 feet long, 22 feet wide. So for doubles. What is the measurement? 40 feet long, 22 feet wide. Both badminton and table tennis can play in singles and doubles. How do you call a match where two players of opposing team are playing? Singles. Pag doubles naman, a match wherein two players of both team are playing. Again, two players of opposing team are playing singles yun. Next, in table tennis, which stroke serve as a basic offensive shot? Basic offensive shot. The forehand top spin shot. Again, what is this? Forehand top spin shot. The basic offensive shot in table tennis is forehand top spin shot. Next, arnis considered as one of the oldest self-defense of the Filipinos. There are three well-known forms of the play on arnis. Which form of play uses only a single stick during the game? Solo baston. To assure winning, a player must master skills in arnis, but should learn first proper stance and posture. What stance is performed by putting one leg forward and let the toe touch the ground with pivot at the same time at the back? It's back leaning stance. 70. There are also essential elements important to become a good fighter. Which one does not belong to the group? So we have technique and skills. A. B is prevention and control. C. Coordination and concentration. D. Alertness and awareness. The answer is prevention and control. Who was the grandmaster and made the return of arnis as one of the most applauded martial art? Ernesto Presas. Again, it's Ernesto Presas. The track oval is an area where all running events are held. How many lanes are there in a standard track oval? 8. 8 lanes. How many? 8 lanes. Throwing events need some training and exercises that could enhance shoulder strength and power in order to give the best in throwing. What event required a rule that the equipment used must land tip first and must leave visible so that it will be counted or valid? Javelin throw. Okay, remember idak in teaching skill. So idak is I instructing, D demonstrating, A applying, C confirming. Okay, again I, D, A, C. Gymnastics is one of the most popular sport not only in Olympic programs but also on local or school competition. It is well represented by discipline. What discipline show performance on top of heavy apparatus? Artistic gymnastic. Okay, remember? On top of heavy apparatus is artistic gymnastic. On the other hand, rhythmic gymnastic naman is you use ropes, clubs, hoops, balls, or ribbons. It's individual or team. You manipulate apparatus. And then, who was the Greek philosopher and medical man who contributed in the development of physical education? It's Socrates. He contributed. See Herodotus recognized the use of physical education as an aid to medicine as early as 5th century. See Plato considered gymnastics and music as the two most important subjects in the curriculum. Next, it is one of the psychological aspects of physical education that favors on teaching of skills and provide opportunity to practice until the skills are mastered. Psychological aspects, so it's stimulus theory of learning. In what year was physical education made as a required subject in the curriculum of all public schools? 1920. One of the pioneers of physical education believed that physical education is an aid to the growth and development of the pupils. It's Friedrich Ludwig Jahn. It is a theory of play declaring that human beings have an instinctive tendency to be active at various stages of their lives. It's instinct theory. What strategy can be used to develop skills through physical activities? Demonstration. There are several reasons why research is indispensable in education. Before starting a research, know first the types of research to use. What type of research conducted to measure the effectiveness or performance of a program, concept, and campaign in achieving its objectives? Evaluation research. Problems are the prime reasons why research is necessary in education process. Which one is not involved in the education process? Not involved. A. To explore the phenomena of dropouts, absenteeism, tardiness among students. B. Improving students' learning, teachers' teaching and learning style. C. Find solution in some stakeholders' problems regarding school facilities, especially the cleanliness problems. And D. To interact evidences and mere enumeration of data. The answer is to interact evidences and mere enumeration of data. It's one not involved in education process. What strategy or 85? Literally, the root word search means to look or for or find out. What does prefix re indicate? It indicates process of searching may be separated. 86. What strategy can enhance students' leadership, mostly in physical education? Practical test. Next, what Republic Act provides the rehabilitation, self-development, and reliance and the integration into mainstream of society? RA 7277. Design is the artist's means of sharing and expressing ideas he wishes. What principle of design is the most important principle that shows adaptation of elements to each other? Harmony. Sculpture is a form of aesthetic expression in which hard or plastic materials used form into a three-dimensional art object. What is the principal material if it is shaped, glazed, and baked? It's terracotta. Terracotta is a material shaped, glazed, and baked. Next, architecture is the art of designing structure, and during the Greek period, there evolved orders of column. What orders of column is the most simple? No base and grooved shaft. Best examples are Parthenon and Temple of Hephaestus. Doric. 91. Philippine architecture creates 5 types of bahay kubo as part of indigenous architecture. Which bahay kubo is built for protection from the low temperature and the rains? It's the Ifugao kubo. Ifugao kubo. 92. It is an element of arts relative to degree of lightness and darkness of colors that gives impression of distance and depth illusion. It's value. The multi-million painting which showed unmarkable feelings about war was painted by Juan Luna and known as Polarium. So that's one. But who is the pioneer of modern architecture of the Quiapo Church? It's Juan Nakpil again. Juan Nakpil. Who is the pioneer of the modern architecture of the Quiapo Church? Juan Nakpil. Next. Who was known as the father of modern painting and member of the Triumvirate? It's Victor Edades. 95. Every artist strives for perfection for his technique as a part of philosophy. What dynasty accepted only known scholars and philosophers as royal court painters? In China. So it's the Han Dynasty. Han Dynasty. Again, Han Dynasty. Who was the first director of the University of the Philippines School of Fine Arts? It's Fabian de la Rosa. If wooden coffin came from Romblon and wooden boat in Balangay, Butuan City, where do bladed weapons come from? So in here it's Marawi City, but based on the other CBRC answer, it's from Batangas. So we'll do Batangas. 98. Several art forms are used by the artist. Expressionism is one art form that pervaded with feelings of anxiety, loneliness, isolation, and despair. Who is the expressionist artist whose famous work was The Head of Christ? George Rouault. Rouault. He did The Head of Christ. 99. Art forms give simple examples or simple ideas and meaningful techniques. Which art form use arrangement of geometrical forms representing what is seen? Cubism. 100. Art can be a best medium of communication, but it does not provide shelter. Extra. Characteristics of color. Psychological meaning of colors. Red, bravery, courage, and passion. Blue, nobility, justice, peace, and wisdom. Yellow, happiness, liveliness, significance, and hospitality. Green, fertility and hope. White, purity and kindness. Orange, growth. Brown, miser line. Violet, majesty and mysticism. Black, grief and sorrow. Red, bravery, courage, and passion. What color stands for growth? Orange. Kindness. White. Grief. Black. Mysticism. Violet. Miser line. Brown. Miser line. Brown. Liveliness. Yellow. Hospitality. Yellow. Passion. Red. Okay. So kinds of lines. Vertical indicates poise, solemnity, power, and determination. Horizontal, peace and prosperity. Slant or diagonal, movement and action. Movement and action. Curved line, affection and tranquility, flexibility.